All right.
Before we go any further, I just want to ask a quick question just as far as clarifying something. Because back when Vegas did their expansion draft, there was a lot of these side deals, and maybe Sean was going to cover this when he was initially going to cover the bases as far as the rules. But I just want to know what is being prevented from happening after what happened with Vegas.
The rules are the same as what happened with Vegas.
For some reason I thought the rules had been modified. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah. No, the strategies will certainly be different. I think
the strategy is totally going to be different. Yeah.
I'll be very surprised if Seattle is gifted a first line like Vegas was.
Fair.
Yeah. All right, Sean, we'll go back to you here because we were planning to do you have Anaheim, so I will toss that to you.
All right. I actually talked with one of our viewers and listeners, Dylan, to get some thoughts on that. He is a big Anaheim fan.
Hold on, wait. You listen to somebody?
Can you believe that?
I can't. I'm sorry. Okay, please go.
This is what we call growth.
Fantastic.
So you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Okay,
that's right.
Every once in a while. Hey, I'm going back to school in the fall. I gotta be able to learn. I went with the 7-3 setup with Anaheim. I debated going 8 skaters, but I think there's enough good young talent on Anaheim up front that need to be protected that you have to go 7-3. I protected Adam Henrique, Jakob Silverberg, Rackell, and now we get into the young players with Troy Terry, Isaac Lundestrom, Max Jones, and Sam Steele. You have to protect Sam Steele because that's one of the best names in the NHL. Plus, he's got some good upside. I think they've got some good upside with those 4 young forwards. And then they're gonna protect. I feel like they're gonna protect Cam Fowler, Hampus Lindholm are the for sure protection spots. The last one I debated on because you've got Hayden Fleury at 24, who I think is going to be very tough for Seattle to pass up. But I ended up sticking with Josh Manson because I do think that he's even at 29, I still think he's got 3-4 years left that are going to be very good. He's a strong defensive defenseman who plays physical, and they need that. They've got Cam Fowler, they've got Jamie Drysdale coming up. You're going to need to have some big physical defensemen to be able to round out that defense, and then you've got the no-brainer protection of John Gibson.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's just looking at the list and seeing exposed next to Ryan Getzlaf's name. I believe a free agent coming up this offseason. But boy, that's hard to imagine him not being back in an Anaheim Ducks uniform.
Did I hear Troy Terry? Are you protecting Troy Terry?
Yes.
I am.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just making sure. Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, I mean, I think that's a very sensible list. But I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's. I guess it's kind of like Giordano. You kind of have to make the call now on a guy that's. I hate saying they're in decline, but past the prime years.
With Getzlaf, he's UFA. He doesn't have 1 year left like Giordano does. And he's got so much power within who he is as a hockey player that he can say no to anybody else realistically. And I think that's probably a conversation that the Anaheim Brass had with him and or will have with him if not they haven't had already to expose him. And I think it'd be ridiculously stupid of the Seattle Kraken to take him because I don't think he's coming up to the Pacific Northwest over here. So, but everybody else does make sense. I mean, you can make an argument for Danton Heinen potentially, and like you said, Sean, Hayden Fleury I think is a good potential along with Jacob Larson. I think that he's a good young defenseman and even potentially a Brennan Gooley. He's a good young player as well that you could easily the Seattle Kraken could potentially want to take within that lineup. But otherwise, I think you picked a pretty damn good protection list there, Sean.
Yeah, I guess my only. Oh, sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
Oh, I wasn't gonna chime in much. I was gonna say I agree and with Sean's protection list.
Yeah, the only thing I guess I would quibble is Hayden Fleury, but that's other than that, I don't disagree. I do agree. I think you have to expose Getzlaf. Kraken are not going to take him. I would suspect that I do think the Kraken will have a long look at Hayden Fleury, and probably I think they'll have a long look at that Anaheim defense. But other than that, I don't have a huge issue with anything